Welcome back, everyone, to the Peruvian Pod. We are on episode 4, and today we have myself, we have Carlos, we have Adrian, and we have Mr. Abib, who's going to be our moderator and is going to be chiming in once in a while.
Why am I Mr. Why am I getting a formal introduction?
Because your name is Mr. B.
But your name is Ronald McDonald. Your called Carlos.
All right, well, it's a B. Fine, we can fine. A B is going to be joining. He's going to also be the moderator, and
we have Mr. Abib, Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, because Abib's the oldest, man. That's why.
You got to respect our elders, because that's all.
Bro, I am 6 months older than you, Harold.
That's a lot, bro. 6 months could be a whole difference.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be talking about post-election, the potential lockdown that's happening, and of course the most important part of the securement of the PS5, my dudes. So we're going to be starting off with our post-election thoughts, and where we think it's going to be heading, and see if Donald Trump is going to ignore the fact that he lost, pretty much. So
Ronald McDonald.
So Carlos, what do you have any what's it called, ideas or anything you want to get out of your chest about the post-election results that's going on and what's going on in our country currently?
Oh, dude, it's I think a step forward getting Biden. It still kind of sucks though that it's come to this, but dude, I don't know. Hopefully, people hold him accountable. Because I see a lot of people, making like these like video edits of him and Kamala Harris, but are they still going to be making those video edits if they don't do anything? So that's what I'm hoping. People hold him accountable, and that it's a peaceful pass of power. Hopefully, Trump doesn't go crazy or something. But yeah, I think that's what I'm looking forward to.
Okay, I got you. And what about you, Adrian? What are your thoughts on this post-election results so far? Because we're pretty sure Biden won. Okay, at this point, there's like no guarantee that Donald Trump is going to win again. So, your thoughts on that?
Oh no, I mean I agree with you. I was just kidding back before, but I mean, what are we talking here, right? Are we talking what's going to be happening in like the next year or so with Biden? But I mean, because with that, I mean that's
I
like
think
what everybody, right?
I think what Harold's trying to say is the main point of the subject was like, will there be a peaceful transfer of power and what's going to happen? Because regardless of who becomes president, right, there is going to be hostility. What do you think is going to come out of this?
I mean, okay, so like what have we seen from this election? We've seen that the older generations are kind of just in the out, and we have a new population of voters stepping in, right? So I think this just like this is probably going to be a very influential and important election in our history. Probably maybe even one of the biggest, because it's just going to completely change the standard for the next election and how that runs. You know what I mean? Because I think what we've seen is that we can't have another Trump. I think that's what this means.
Right.
I think people are just smarter at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it's very interesting because I've seen all the stats of the election, and even in the states that Trump won completely, the major cities voted blue.
Right.
Like in Pennsylvania, like the major cities there, Florida, Miami, Jacksonville, forget the other ones. But majority,
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, in Pennsylvania as well, Pittsburgh, and every like major city voted blue, and everything around it pretty much was in like red territory, which is very interesting to just like see about. And
see, that's a great point you bring up. I don't think a lot of people in this country know about population density, because because the maps that we look at during the election season is very skewed. You know what I mean? When you look at the map and you see all red, right? The first thing in your mind that's going to be like, how the hell did Biden and Kamala Harris win Michigan, right? Majority of the state is red. But cows don't vote, dude. Neither do land. Land doesn't vote either.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you could have one guy, like one great example I saw on Twitter was you can have one guy, literally one Republican in that entire area, and then the rest of Michigan vote for Joe Biden in their small territory where they are, like how you're talking about, like the small areas, the big cities.
Mm-hmm.
All of them could vote blue, but that one guy's vote will count for the rest of the town. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and
yeah.
what will you see? What will you see? You'll just see all red. Again, population density. And you're right. And it's funny how, like, where most of the money that's made in these states,
Mm-hmm.
like where most of the money that's made in these states, in these cities, like they vote blue. But
Yeah,
outside of
exactly.
that, it's red.
Yeah, exactly. They're all cities I eventually want to visit. You know, I don't want to visit some swamp area in Florida or some dry desert in Nevada, my dude. I mean, I'm being honest here, you know. Like if I'm thinking about Florida, I'm not thinking about some land in the middle of nowhere. I'm thinking about Miami, you know. You know what I'm saying? If I go to Texas, I want to go to Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, not some other.
You don't want to go to Chattanooga, Idaho?
Like what the hell is that? I don't think anyone ever planned their vacation with their kids. Like, you know, Chattanooga, Ohio sounds really good.
Mom,
No,
thank you.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's just so funny. And the TikToks that I've seen, oh my god, they're so funny. Dude, TikTok has done it again. Oh, this election. Oh, it was so funny. But yeah, I agree with you guys. Hopefully it's a peaceful term. You know, it doesn't seem too crazy at the moment. But we have seen you know, some rallies up in here, especially since we live in the Northern Virginia
DC.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah, DC was pretty crazy for the past
Today,
couple of days. Yeah, and today as well.
The failure of the march, dude. TikTokers did it again, dude. Exactly what you said, dude. They fucked with him twice.
Can
Yeah.
can you guys sum up what happened today in DC for our viewers that aren't in this Nova area? Just so they
Right.
can...
So we live around like not even 20, like without traffic, 15 minutes away from DC, 15, 20 minutes away from DC. After like the rallies that happened when Joe Biden won, everyone was going apeshit crazy, you know, honking horns and stuff, huge marches, the F Donald Trump songs going on. So this weekend, well, today actually, there was a huge Proud Boy plus March for Trump rally that happened in DC. And the funny thing is, all of his supporters, like, you know, Kellyanne Conway, I guess you guys have heard of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she tweeted out a picture saying millions of people are marching on the streets for Donald Trump. And then the same picture 5 minutes later, Donald Trump tweeted out saying hundreds and thousands are marching with Donald Trump, dude. I'm like, which is it? Is it 100,000 or is it a million? That's a big difference.
Yo, what's it called? I remember I saw someone post a picture of the Obama inauguration, and then dude, like in the picture, or like the tweet, like the people were like, look at how many people were out for Trump, and dude, I look at the people who responded to the tweet. People are like, oh my God, like yes, we're so strong and such power. They don't realize that this picture is like 8 years old, dude. Like, this picture is so long ago. It was a fucking verified account who posted the picture.
It's just
People are so dumb, dude.
people just repost the first thing they see. They don't even read anything within it. It's just the headlines and that's it.
See, that's just the dangers of social media, though, man. Like, it's just like it's such a false perception of what truly is going on. Like, all right, I'm not gonna sit here and lie that there aren't a lot of Trump supporters. Come on, guys. 73 million people voted for him.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
73 million people voted for him.
That's half of the country, dude.
Yeah, that's all. That is half of the country.
That's how we eligible
if
voters.
You don't count the fake votes, you know. If you don't count the fake, I'm kidding. But what do you call it? Yeah, like that 73 million people, dude. That's a lot of fucking people. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to curse on the podcast.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Yo, it's after hours edition.
Yeah, but that's a lot of people.
Dude, I'm surprised he got 70-some million votes. Honestly, I'm like, wow. I mean, it's a lot of people.
Silent majority is real, bro. It is a big thing. Silent majority is real,
dude. And you know what also sucks, man, is that this election, I think Oh, I saw two different numbers, but apparently, dude, like at least the lowest number that I saw was 14 million. Not 14 million. Sorry, $14 billion were spent on the whole election.
Yeah.
You guys believe that, dude?
I
14,
I believe it. Yeah.
bro. What the hell,
$14 billion.
dude? Well, it was for the presidential election and
Oh,
the other seats.
like with the Senate and
Yeah, but
everything.
honestly, bro, like probably like 10 of those, billion were probably spent on like the presidential
Yeah.
election. Because I felt like we couldn't go anywhere this year without hearing
Right.
or seeing anything from it, dude. Which is
Yeah.
crazy, dude. Because that money could be spent like on
It's
so many other
it's
things.
funny. It's funny that you bring that up. There's this. I'm not gonna quote the name. I don't want to get it wrong. But there is this lady. She's a senator. You guys can. I'll look it up after this. You
Mhm.
guys can look it up too. She basically bought a private jet with taxpayers' money. So she's from Florida. She bought a private jet with taxpayers' money, and her tax returns just came in, right? So she's under fire for it. And the funny thing is, like a week ago, she was talking about how the Democrats in the Senate should fight for this pandemic relief for her state because they're struggling, while she's
Oh,
out
God.
here buying a private jet with the state of Florida's money. And it's not like, oh, like it's probably her campaign fund or whatever. No, because they pay her salary. Like how we pay the police officers' salary, federal employees, they pay their salaries. Like
Yeah,
all those federal employees that got those laptops to take home, all that stuff, like headsets, iPhones, that's our taxpayers' money, dude.
yeah,
Dude, yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
fucking make sense, man. Like,
dude.
like the government tells us to be financially responsible, but my lord, they don't know how to save a penny. Oh my goodness. If people are expected to have what 3 to 6 months of saving expenses, I think that should also apply to the government as well, and a majority of the companies out there that went bankrupt or like are asking for free money. I
Yeah,
get
Right.
I get like the struggles of small businesses, and I get that it's tougher for them to get loans and like get bring up income. But for the larger
Right.
companies, like damn, bro, like what are you doing? Why don't you have enough saved to last you a couple months without relying on your profits coming in? Like it's just
Right.
yeah.
basic finances at that point.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
even, I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like,
If you guys want to look at it again, I didn't say to quote me. It wasn't Florida, it was Georgia, but this is the lady. Everything I said was everything except the state was Georgia, but you can take a look at it.
what's the name?
Dude. And then
Lafayette?
what's it called? You guys saw Trump's new little pack, right? Or his way to finesse his supporters.
What do you do?
The dude, so he's doing this thing called Save America, the Save America Fund, which is basically like a pack, but apparently it's like less regulated than they usually are. So he can keep a certain percentage of the money that people donate. So not only is this man's like using the money that they're donating to pay off like what he spent on the election, but he's also going to be able to pocket some of that. So that way, once he's not the president anymore, he's still going to
Oh my
have some
god.
money for his next scam, dude.
Yeah, this man is like he stays finessing. I
Dude,
swear.
and I don't get how these supporters are still with him, dude. Like, yo, I swear they're all cucks, dude. I feel like they enjoy getting fucked or enjoy getting their lives fucked, dude. I don't know.
Dude, it's so funny, dude. At the same time, I'm like, damn, bro. I don't know if you're a genius or you're like,
No, I mean dude, he's smart for doing
He
this.
is very smart.
He's an
That's
ass, but he's smart, dude. He's won at life.
he
This man,
literally won.
yeah,
I think he ran as a joke, and he's like, and he was surprised he actually won. And then he's like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to actually do this job. And then like, and he was like
here,
playing golf 90% of his time, and oh,
when you can finesse the US tax system to your advantage, you have won as an American citizen and you have won like the American dream.
yeah,
Because other than that, no. Working under W-2 ain't gonna cut it, bro. That's just a fact. That's how we live in the US. You
yeah,
just need to know how to finesse the tax system, tax And if the NSA is watching or whoever, I'm not evading taxes.
Yeah. We're all financially responsible here. We pay our taxes every single year. Just
But
FYI.
I mean, you guys can argue, but I feel like that's the only way to succeed in this.
No, it's exactly right. It's the tax laws are made by tax experts, people who already know how to finesse the system, and it's so ridiculous. But it's like, it's so genius at the same time. It's like, and I get why though. It's like once you reach that point, like why the fuck would you want to go back?
Right? No, of course you're used to a certain. It's like us being put into like. I mean, I don't want to. I'm gonna say this lightly. It's like taking us and putting us into trailer homes, right? We're like, what the heck? Like that's how. I don't want to put it at that extent, but that's how a person in that power would feel. Is it wrong? Should they have that much money? Probably not. Like if you're in the top 1% of 1%, I don't think you should be earning, that much and not paying your fair share. But again, like we said, they manipulate the tax bracket. They fund our government. Like Amazon can just say, "Hey, you want to raise my taxes? F you. I'm going to Mexico. I can open up a new factory. I can do whatever I want." He has that power. That's why they listen to him. This is the man that threatened the United States Postal Service.
Oh my god!
They didn't deliver on Saturdays and Sundays. I don't know if you guys remember. They didn't deliver on Saturdays and Sundays, and he said, "Oh, cool. You're not going to deliver? Fine. Let's open up Amazon Flex."
Yeah, this man's crazy, man. He has so much power. It's unbelievable. Oh my! It's just he's basically the new age Rockefeller of our time.
Yeah,
and it's so mind-blowingly crazy, but I'm so jealous at the same time. I'm like, damn, man, how does it feel like to have a whole country or a couple countries in your hand? It's just
yeah.
I mean, all of the data, dude, it's all in his cloud.
Exactly. But, I mean, who would have thought, man? He started Amazon at age 30 something, 35, 33, and it was just originally a bookstore online. Who would have thought like a bookstore online would have taken over the whole damn world?
That's what eBay was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's incredible. As an entrepreneur, it's like, wow. It's like maybe I don't know, man. Like I don't think anyone can catch up to him at this point, but it's possible. I don't, the future is not written yet, so we don't know. The next Jeff Bezos just appears out of nowhere.
Something that humans need but don't have the market for, definitely.
Yeah, but I mean, who the hell needed books online?
That's true.
And then this man just changed the whole world.
No, it's crazy. Yeah, dude. Even with Facebook, right? It was supposed to be about college. It was supposed to be college friends, college groups, and look what it turned into. One of the most controversial social media websites to this day.
We got
our
Instagram
parents are scrolling on it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the day your parents showed you a meme, dude? The other day this happened to me. My mom showed me a meme, bro. I thought this would never happen, but like it blows my mind. Like what social media has done.
It's everywhere now. You can't escape it as much as you want because you need it to thrive. But oh my god! But I mean, other than that, so we talked about the post-election thoughts and everything's pretty much just going on. I mean, we got a little off topic with Jeff Bezos here, but so what are you guys feeling about this potential lockdown here, at least here in Virginia, specifically because of the governor with his recent announcement on I think on Thursday or Friday?
It was Friday, I thought.
It was Friday, right? Yeah. Like on Friday, of course, the day after the PS5 already comes out, he just had to announce a lockdown of what, 6 weeks? A couple. For how long? Abib, did you know? The governor asked for the lockdown to be. I don't specifically know.
Yeah, I don't know the specific length, but
about a month. So, it's about a month. Yeah. Oh, dude, that's crazy, man.
Well, it makes sense, dude.
Yeah, it makes sense, but dude, I think I don't know, man. People are gonna be so tired. They're gonna rebel.
Dude, See, man, the thing is, it's like I think people just don't realize that, because if you think about it, this stuff could have been resolved if we had done like an actual like pure like lockdown, and people weren't like so rebellious about it. Dude, we probably would have been able to contain this a lot better, and we wouldn't be going into December like being like, hey, like cases are going up to 100K again, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's a bad thing about having like, I mean, it's good to have like states that control. We know what happens, but dude, each state is so different that, and dude, because we're so connected, like you have people going from state to state like every day. So it just sucks when like we weren't able to get like a national like plan, which could have like helped, because if you look in countries like in New Zealand, dude, like they're having festivals, they're having everything because they were super strict. And if people
Right.
would understand that this isn't a bad thing, like at least for a few weeks, dude, like we're gonna be just stuck inside, but just
Right.
it's tough, dude. It's
So
tough to fucking think.
the Vietnam population has 100 million people, and they have controlled that virus completely, right? I don't understand how people don't look at these countries with mass populations and say like, hey, maybe wearing a mask or like not going out to bars and clubs is a good idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not gonna kill you to go and not drink for a whole month.
Right.
I mean, if you really want to drink that bad, you can buy some at
Just get
Walmart.
wasted at home,
For
dude.
crying out, yeah, get
Just
wasted at
hang out
home.
with a couple of friends, man. Like, just
Yeah.
don't go to these bars. Don't go to like
Clubs.
clubs. Like, don't go to, I don't know. I don't know how else to put it. Or like, even if you go out, just wear the damn mask, dude. That's all you need to do.
Yeah,
That's
it's
all
not
you
that
need
hard.
to do. And it's like these countries, you can look at them and say like, wow, like they follow the rules. You know what I mean? And look, they don't
Hmm.
they don't have as many cases. Like, I wouldn't say all of them, like India, Bangladesh, and Pakistan are pretty bad right now, but let's look at like you said, Carlos, New Zealand
Yeah,
and
New
Vietnam as an
Zealand, dude.
example.
All the
Yeah,
Asian countries are doing really well.
yeah,
Dude,
Korea, Japan, or South Korea,
yeah.
Japan,
They're
Thailand.
doing really well.
I mean,
The
dude,
Philippines is doing well too. I think.
it's
I'm not sure.
weird, dude. It seems like they're prepared for shit to go like crazy.
Well,
I
yeah,
wonder. I wonder when that has happened to them, dude.
Right? Or like,
it's
or
it's
like
it's
just
it's also
wearing
that
masks.
community
Yeah.
mindset,
It's like it's
Right.
respect,
Yeah,
dude. It's
it's
Yeah,
respect
it
for
because
other
that's
is.
what I've
people.
seen in Japan. When I went to Japan, literally everyone respects the air around you. It's
Mhm.
so crazy, and like they'll say sorry like 10 times before they leave if they
Right.
bump into you, or
Right.
they'll move to the right side of the crosswalk if they see you like trying to get by really quickly, and without
Hmm.
like a second of thought, they'll just do it. And
Dead
it's like
silence in the subway
in
systems.
a subway system, yeah. You see people going up like the stairs in or escalator. They always go on the left side, and then people who want to go faster, they go on the right, and then or go down or whatever they want. It's just the level of the community is so vastly different over at least where I went in Japan,
Mhm.
which was Kyoto and was Tokyo. But it's crazy how efficient they are, and it's like when I came back to the States, bro, I was so sad. Everything was so dirty and people honking at each other, like
Yeah.
yelling. I'm like, oh, damn, bro. I'm like,
It's just there's no dude. I love this country. Like I'm
I do
not.
too.
I never talk crap about this country, but it's not the country itself.
The people,
It's the
dude.
people,
Yeah,
dude. It's the culture we have here. Like,
It's the competitiveness, dude.
yeah,
which is a
Everyone's
good thing
so.
sometimes. I'm not
yeah,
denying it. But there has to be a balance somewhere. I think I wouldn't live in Japan permanently because I think I would find it very boring.
right.
Um, but I also don't want to live in a place that's so chaotic, which is basically
Yeah,
the states, because
yeah.
there's so many people from like 10,000 different religions and different viewpoints, and all trying to
Mhm.
mingle with each other. And the problem is not the religion or your education level or whatever it is. It's just the lack of exposure that
Yeah,
we have and the lack of openness we want to have with other people. Because the
Exactly.
more you open up with other communities, the more you learn about their culture and their heritage
Right.
and the way they grew up and the way and why, and try to understand why they think like that. It just changes you completely.
That
And you're like, wow, like I never knew that. And sometimes those uh racist people that we encounter in through our lives, because I'm pretty sure we've all encountered it at one point in our life or seen our parents encountered it, which is
right,
honestly
yeah.
even worse. You're like, bro, why do you got to be like that? Why can't you just like mind your business? Or if you honestly want to learn a little bit more of why we're doing certain things, just ask.
Yeah,
And I'm not gonna be like, get the fuck out of here and leave us
exactly.
alone. But communicate with us. There's no need for a barrier anymore.
There's like traveling, like you said, is one of the biggest, it's one of the biggest things you can do for yourself to let go of ignorance. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
it's
once
so
you
fun.
travel the world, not even the world, man, just go somewhere else that's not here, like
Yeah,
where you're
bro.
comfortable
Yeah,
in.
don't go to a
couple
bar.
hours away.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
just experience the people, experience the culture around there. And one of the best things that I've talked about this with you guys, like, it's just when it comes to culture, have a meal, dog. Like have a meal from that same culture, something to talk about. You know what I mean? Humans can only relate. Doesn't matter where the hell you're from. Everyone eats food, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody eats food.
The universal language.
Yeah, it's literally the universal language. You know when you're hungry, you gotta go dump or a piss, dude. That's like to go. You know what I mean? That pee dance is international. But
Exactly. And
but
it's crazy, man.
yeah, but like you said, it's just food, like getting to know cultures, like that's the only way to beat ignorance, man. A lot of these people, I don't wholeheartedly believe that like they are racist or like they have this mentality where they want to seclude themselves from these races. I don't think they've met anyone that's not their race.
That's not white.
That goes for
So
anywhere
sad.
around the world. That goes for anywhere around the world too. You can't just drop like a Chinese guy or like a black guy in the middle of Bangladesh, like in the rural area of Bangladesh, and not expect them to like freak out. You know what I mean? Like they're looking at you. You've never seen anyone like that. Like it's facts. Like if you go to the main cities, it's fine. No one's gonna care. You know what I mean? But like rural areas, and when I say rural, I say the same thing as in the U.S. You can't just drop a random dude in a turban in the middle of Texas, dude. Like somewhere in the middle of Texas and not get looks.
Like Borat. Dude, I mean, the perfect example was Borat, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, but see, man, like, dude, no, I do get that there are the people that have no idea. Dude, but you're telling me there's 70 million people like that?
I mean,
it's probably, dude, it's probably like 20 million at most.
Yeah, and like not all of them know are like for racism. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I really hope so. But
no, I mean, what I'm saying is that like I feel like there definitely are those people who just don't know any better, right?
Right.
Who do, but that's probably like 15 or 20 million of the people who voted. Dude, there are still 50 million other people who.
Yeah, there are still people who vote party over person. There are people who vote fiscally conservative. There are people who vote because they genuinely dislike the Democratic Party or they dislike Joe Biden. Like people vote for many reasons. But like I don't think Biden was everyone's first choice. It's just the lesser of two evils.
No, I was Andrew Yang gang for life.
Yeah,
but that's me.
Yeah, we've all had candidates that we felt like was a right person to lead this country. Again, like we're acting like it's the easiest job to run the United States. You know what I mean? Regardless of who becomes president, they're gonna get backlash. It's just now our current one doesn't shut up. That's the problem. It's always been like during Bush's administration, during Bill Clinton's administration, there's always been differences of opinions, right? But has it been this bad? No.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, yeah, but it hasn't been this bad because, dude, they weren't openly like racist or openly like homophobic and stuff.
Yes.
That's true, man.
Dude, for me, like parts of it, dude, like I guess the election was more about the person than the party at this point. Which is why I'm still like, yo, why did 70 million people vote for this guy?
Again,
right?
those fiscal conservatives, man. People have
Dude,
like people.
but see, wasn't this the election to like bypass that, right? Because, dude,
Right.
all right, do you guys think we're gonna get a worse president than Trump? Like within the next I guess in our lifetime, dude.
If
Probably
I'm gonna
not.
say, is it a possibility? Yes.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a
Is it highly
possibility.
unlikely?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is highly unlikely, but it is a possibility. Very, very low possibility.
Dude,
Yeah.
because I remember like during that election, it wasn't even election day, dude. It was election week, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, there were moments where I was looking at that and I was like, yo, like, you look at like Nevada, dude. There was a moment where he was up by like a couple. I think it was like 1,000 votes, right?
Right.
And then it was like Georgia too, and then fucking
Right.
Pennsylvania, dude. There were for a few days, like 2 days. I was kind of just like, dude, is this guy actually gonna take like a second term?
Right. No,
But
yeah,
then,
that's
yeah, dude. But it's crazy that so many people like have voted, dude.
that's
I still don't get it.
that's the problem with identity politics, man.
Yeah.
Because like I got flack for calling out Nancy Pelosi, right?
Yeah,
But I
dude.
got flack because
She's
she
a
was a
bitch. Yeah,
female and she was a Democrat. That's why I got flack for
yeah.
it.
You
I
can't say
don't care
anything,
if she's
dude.
a female or a Democrat. See, that's the problem though,
Hmm.
Carlos. Like that's the problem I'm trying to address here.
Yeah,
You can't be a moderate. There's no way being a moderate in this country. You can't say anything without someone getting offended, right?
dude.
And it's not even about like attacking her sexual orientation. I called her a fucking idiot is because I gave you my reasons, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to keep repeating myself over from what I said before, but you guys heard the reasons.
Yeah.
Due to the
Mhm.
stimulus check, right? She chose party over the people. And
Yeah.
Republicans do that too, but like at that moment, that's not what we're talking about, dude. We're talking about human beings right now.
Yeah. As a person, she's
Yeah.
shady for sure.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you think Democrats aren't shady, dude? Like,
Nah, dude,
yes,
for sure,
yes,
for sure.
all
Dude,
politicians are.
No party cares about us.
Dude,
No.
the Democrats, what was it? The Clintons, dude. Like,
Mhm.
dude, they're like elite Democrats, dude. You guys
Yeah.
are, dude. Like, sure, it's not like, dude. Actually, there is like, there's like hidden footage of them, like, doing these things with these kids and shit, dude. Like, these are not good people, bro. These aren't people that I want to be making decisions for the fucking like.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Humanity.
unfortunately, they're the only ones put into power,
Dude,
which is the sad thing.
but see, like
Yeah.
that's the
That's the
shit.
sad thing.
And
That's
I
the reason.
think that's also why people voted for Trump. It was
Dude, but
that's what
but
they thought.
he's far worse than them, dude.
Mhm.
Right,
'Cause,
but I think
like,
that's why, like, because he didn't follow the program. He
yeah.
did not follow the program at all when he ran for his
Right.
office in 2015.
Oh yeah.
One of his biggest slogans was "I'm not like them," which is
Exactly.
right. He is not like them. He wasn't
Yeah.
fake. He was
Yeah,
he was as honest as he was telling himself to be.
Exactly.
Right? He thought he
Exactly.
was being honest.
He was
and
being
that's
honest for
what,
people
like,
who elected him, dude.
yeah.
Exactly.
But see,
Yeah.
dude, that's the reason why. See, like, I can at least respect that because he's true to him fucking himself,
Yeah,
dude.
he
But
did what
you
he
look
said
at
he was gonna do.
you look at these Democrats, dude. Like you said, dude, they're supposed to be for the people, right? Like these guys
Right.
always say, like, oh, we're gonna do this for you, dude.
Mhm.
Bro, they've been promising like black, like brown, like Latinos, like Asian people, a lot of these things for so long, dude. I think the only ones who are smart enough to realize it, dude, have been like the Asian people, dude. They realize that this country's not gonna change to help
It's
like
not.
the minorities. So you kind of gotta like
adapt
yeah.
to the system that it was meant to be built for, and that's how they grow up from it. Yeah.
You got to play the game and win
Right.
it.
So, dude, but see, at that point, bro, you kind of like lose. Well, I wouldn't say it's like losing your soul. You kind of just like start realizing that, man, like life ain't. You
It's
kind of just
not
gotta
all
like
flowers.
you gotta fend for yourself at this point,
Right.
dude.
Yeah. Like I'm
And
not
that's
gonna
what.
call out any family members, so I don't get crucified online if anyone's asking. But I told you guys, like
Oh yeah.
I've had 2 family members vote for Trump, and it wasn't because of his social issues, because they don't care about their social issues. They care about feeding his family and kids. And did he get a huge break those 4 years? Yeah. Hell yeah, they did. Huge breaks.
Yeah.
But later on, like, it's gonna bite them in the butt, like.
Mhm.
But they were
Dude,
thinking in the moment. They weren't thinking about like what's happening on the streets. They're thinking about like what am I gonna, secure for my kids? How am I gonna pay for their college? Like stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's the part I don't blame other people for
Right.
voting the way they do. I get it. It's
Right.
everyone's for themselves and trying to look out for their families and their own financial future.
Right.
But see, dude, the funny thing is, like, I guess at least government, dude, it's supposed to like work, in like unison, like regardless of the party, you're supposed to get along. Because isn't the point, to just better like infrastructure, all that stuff, right?
Right.
Dude, we can't fucking work on infrastructure, any of that shit, until like people like low key just stop being racist, stop being like, dude. Okay, one of the things that like I think people don't understand with like what people who are saying like BLM and stuff, dude. People just want to be like treated like everyone else, dude. We're not asking for like special treatment.
Right.
A motherfucker just asking to like.
Neither did they. Yeah, they're not asking.
Yeah. Dude, and the thing is, it's like, yo, these like the people who are in the rural countries, like the white people, like the super poor white people, who don't know anything other than like Republican values, because that's what they're like forced down. Dude, they hate us because the government like fucking bamboozled them into thinking that we're the fucking problem, dude.
Yeah. Of course.
Dude, how are we the problem, bro?
Hispanics taking your jobs, Arabs taking over the country, like
it makes no sense, bro.
Yeah.
It's like it's like if a person that doesn't know English and doesn't know the laws of the country can take your job, honestly, do you even deserve that job?
You're failing at life.
Yeah.
No, exactly. That's the main thing that I always say. You fucking Karen are complaining about how an Hispanic is taking your job. Are you gonna do his labor? Are you gonna go do his labor? Are you gonna do it? No,
I wouldn't.
Because you want neither would I. No one would. Why do you think they want to do it? Because what are they doing? They're fending for themselves and building a future for their families. Right. But Karen doesn't understand this. Like,
Karen's like, no, he's taking my IT job, bro. This guy doesn't know how to speak fucking English, man.
No,
you think this guy's gonna go and steal your fucking customer rep job? Dude?
No, if you're worrying about your IT job, worry about the payment systems, because that's where it's going. And worry about Microsoft and HP and Dell sending the tech support people overseas and paying them way less than they have to pay here. That's who you should be worried about. Not fucking Jose or like Mohammed working in the store, dude.
not your fucking local 7-Eleven.
Yeah, dude. Like,
oh my god, yeah.
I'm just being honest. Like, who's taking these jobs that you guys want so badly? Like,
dude, yeah, and they always do the argument like the illegal immigration are taking so much money and that they don't pay taxes. And I heard that, bro. Listen, as once an illegal person in this country, I'll be honest here, we pay taxes so much, and
everyone had to pay taxes.
We don't get benefits at all.
Yeah.
No,
at all. We don't get food stamps. We don't get government assistance. We don't get what's it called, the WIC thing for kids or whatever. Yeah. We don't get any of that. We don't get any of it.
Exactly.
And people who say that we get it and we are taking millions of dollars for no reason, it's complete bullcrap.
It's false. It's false.
It doesn't make sense. It's like talk to someone who's in that shoes and they'll tell you, man, I don't know who the government is. They don't take care of me.
They don't want to have this conversation, but that's the issue, man. That's the issue.
Dude, but see, dude, it's just a lack of logical sense, dude. If I was one of these people, man, one of these racists, like, or not even one of these uninformed,
if you were
one of these.
Uneducated people.
I'm gonna say one of these uneducated racists, because they are racist,
right.
Nonetheless, right, dude. Because there has to be a point in someone's life where you begin to question something, dude. Right, dude. It doesn't matter how force-fed you're down. You're getting like all this information. Doesn't matter, dude. There has to be a point where you're kind of just like, dude, wait. Why am I supposed to hate people that are a different color than me?
Right.
Like why am I doing this, right? Mm-hmm. So I forgot where I was. I had a good point before I pulled up. Let me. Oh, okay, dude. All right. So, dude, one of the things that these people don't realize, dude, is first of all, dude, if you're illegal, the last thing you're gonna do is go to the fucking government for help, dude. If anything,
you'll be deported.
Dude, if anything, you want to stay the fuck away from the government. Dude, you want to be unseen. And these guys are like, they're getting all this shit. They're getting all this.
And yet they're still paying taxes. Doesn't that blow your mind?
And we don't benefit. Like,
right?
Oh my God.
And yet they're still paying taxes. You know how they go around this? They like open LLCs. They hire these people that don't have papers, right? And then they work for. That's how I think. I feel like we talked about this last time. They hired third-party people to work in these little venues or whatever, to go cook, to clean, or whatever, like to serve, or like whatever the job may entail, right? But you think 1099 workers aren't paying taxes?
Dude, you have to, dude.
You have to pay them.
Yeah, you have to pay them. You can't. Dude.
You're under a company. You're under someone's name. You're under an LLC. You have to pay those taxes.
Yeah.
And then like they'll work for like $4 an hour if they want, if they can.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy thing. People are like, I've heard people here like complaining with I get it, minimum wage sucks. It's not a livable wage. I completely understand. There should be, a little bit better system, of course. But if you complain of someone taking a $4 job, $5 job, $6 job, and they'll do it twice as better as you, and you'll complain while they don't, because if they complain, then they'll get fired. Then they won't have money. They can't get government help, so they have no other option. Just shut up and do their job,
right?
Which sucks. Which completely sucks, because I've seen that in my parents' and it's torturous. It's not fair, and they can't say anything. They can't literally say anything to anyone, because then they'll get deported. And it doesn't make sense to for other people to complain so much. Is like, if you really want to do the job, go ahead, apply for it. And if I don't know, if little Jose can outperform you in in whatever job he's trying to do, then he deserves it, man.
You want to go pick like the groceries we have in our stores? Who do you think is doing that? Exactly. You think Billy and Joey are doing this? No. No. Yeah.
You think fucking Declan and Mackenzie are doing this? Dude?
No
one's doing it, bro.
No one's doing the job.
No one's doing it. No one wants to do it, because it's horrible. It sucks.
It's horrible. They do it because they have to make ends meet.
Yeah, they have no other choice.
So their kids can go to school, and so their kids can grow up in this country to help their parents who have struggled. That is the entire goal as to why you come to this country.
Exactly.
And literally the American dream.
It is such a big difference when I talk to more privileged individuals in the States versus those who have had immigrant parents. Because the difference is night and day. I get the idea of those who were born here and don't know the struggles of the immigrant life too.
You can't blame them for it.
Exactly. I don't blame them for anything at all. And I get their point of view. Like, they want to do better. They want to go out on their own and like leave the home and go out in the world and explore. Go to California, live your life till partying wild till you die. But when I talk to immigrant kids and like general vicinity of my same kind of social structure, their idea of family is so different.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Like, personally for me, and this is something I'm probably going to be struggling for the end of my career, is that I don't really care about per se doing so well that for myself, I have this glooming guilt inside of me.
Right.
I can't get rid of it, and it's so sometimes depressing as fuck, man.
It is,
because I have this guilt that I have to do something for my parents. I have to do something, dude. And it will never ever go away. I don't think until like, knocking on wood here, until they pass away or something. I have to do something. I can't, because I've read this quote from one of my friends online who posted it. It's like, most people have their jobs to rely on for Social Security, have the government to rely for help. But I am my parents' retirement plan. Exactly. I literally their retirement plan. I have to make sure their house is paid off. I have to make sure they have enough savings in the bank in the bank, so they don't have to rely on those $300 a month from Social Security if they ever get it. Of course, depending on your situation.
Especially if it even exists anymore.
Exactly. Especially if you have a social security ID or not. But it's so crazy, and that's the different mentality of what people don't know. And any financial guru or any people who are millionaires, they'll tell you, have a immigrant mindset, but have an American dream.
Exactly. Yes.
And they'll let you know, like, you have to work like you can, like you have no like backup support. You have to work like, you have to think outside of the box with people who you'll probably never be friends with, because they'll probably stab you in the back or something, because they don't want to have you
Right.
succeed.
They don't want you to succeed, man.
Exactly. So you have to think like immigrant, which is very hard to do, but
Right.
not hard if you already lived that life.
You're already an immigrant.
Yeah,
No,
we
but-
already. Yeah.
But that's the thing with like first generation immigrants, right? So like we're doing this, like we all want to secure that future for your parents, right? Like for our parents and that. And like thankfully, like I'm in a good situation where like my mom kind of took care of most of that, but like she struggled too. You know what I mean? It's not like she didn't. I seen her struggle and everything. But the thing with that is like when we become their age, our kids are gonna be like those kids that we're talking about, these quote unquote privileged children.
Oh,
I'm
hell
so
no.
sad, dude.
Yo, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how much we deny, like that, like
Oh,
I'm gonna be harsh. I'm gonna be like this, dude. Our kids are gonna be way more privileged than we.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
dude.
way
And that's
more
what I want,
privileged.
though. At the
Yeah,
same
of
time,
course. That's what you
wa-
want for your
I
kids.
want him.
Yeah.
I want him to thrive so badly.
Exactly.
I want him to like drive Bentleys at age 15
Exactly.
and impress their friends.
Yeah.
That's what I want. But at the same time, I want to teach him, hey man, like your grandpa, he came in this
Like-
country with $110.
Yeah, exactly.
No English, had to live in the basement of our aunt's house, had to work
Yup.
every single day, 80 hours. We ate dinner as a family in a car for 15 minutes every single day because we wanted to see each other. Because
Yeah.
I was like, this is my story, by the way, if people don't know.
Yeah.
My parents both worked like 80 hours plus. My dad still went to school at night to learn HVAC. And we have such a close family bond that we would not miss dinner together. We would literally go in the car after her shift. I think she worked at McDonald's. After her shift at McDonald's was over, we went to the car. Like my dad prepared meals for us. We ate together as a family, and then they went to work. And then my sister was born, and then I had to take care of her when I was like 6, 7, bro. I barely know how to wipe my own ass. And I was here. I was here making rice. I was here making eggs.
Yeah, dude.
I was here waking up with her, and I
Bruh.
think this is also why I'm very unsocially developed with my feelings sometimes because
Yeah.
I never had the luxury of like talking to my parents.
But no, you don't.
No, you don't.
Because they
You
were
don't, 'cause
working,
you-
and I don't blame them. I love them so much for
Exactly.
that, and it's
Exactly.
and then that's also why I have that big ass guilt. Like, what
Yeah.
what can I say to them? Be like, hey, no, I'm gonna move out. 'Cause you already did. I already did my
Right.
job. I'm already blah blah blah. I'm
Yeah.
American. I have a college graduate degree, whatever. Blah blah blah. Bullshit, man.
It's just funny, like you bring that up. It's just like like the meal stuff and stuff. Like, dude, hot dogs, over rice every
Yeah,
single
bro.
day.
I remember.
God.
I used to think that a hot
Shit's
dog
fire.
was like a hot dog was like a cool meal, dude.
Nah,
my mom would give us hot dogs on special occasion, dude.
bro. Yeah.
Yo, put that into perspective, dude. A special occasion was hot dogs, dude.
Bro. My dad, my mom was working during my dad's accident in chemo. He took care of me, my dad, my mom, my grandma, my grandpa, and my uncle who was disabled at the time. 3 jobs. I didn't see my mom. She didn't raise me. Like I was raised by my grandparents. That's why I have such like a close relationship with my grandparents. Like, if I'm gonna be honest with you, like, nah, she wasn't in my life like growing up. If I'm being honest with you, but it wasn't because she did it on purpose. You know what I mean? Again,
she had
like
no
you said,
choice.
80 hours a week, you gotta work. You gotta work like that. But she wasn't in my life. But I'm grateful for what she did. Like, you know what I mean? You can never. It's something you can't repay. And that guilt that you're talking about, like, I completely understand, man. But like, when we get older, dude, we have to realize like they did this for us, so we shouldn't feel guilty. We should feel humbled. We should feel like where you came from. They did this so their grandparents can wake up on a Christmas morning with gifts under their like tree, like a bunch of gifts. Wake up to like a nice home, nice car. Like having a nanny, having a babysitter, stuff like that.
And that's because that's what they saw growing up, Like my dad tells me stories of when he was younger. And dude, I went back to Peru and I've seen like the living conditions that he lived as a child with like my other like 10 aunts and uncles before. And
right.
And it's crazy, man. He tells me stories of like like my friends used to get like the new Nintendo that came out back in the day or whatever came out in new toys, and my grandma was supporting like 10 people, but she could only afford like a little toy soldier for my dad.
Right.
And it's such an incredible story to hear that. I hopefully one day I can able to bring my dad on this and have him talk from his perspective of just like that lifestyle. It's completely different, and this is why exposure is so important, because you hear their stories and you're like, and you never thought thought it would be possible for them to come from a shitty situation where rice was the best nutritious meal you can get as a child. Yeah, to versus someone who's I think we're doing pretty well. We were in like the middle class family now, or what people think we're a middle class family. But you got to realize they came from nothing, literally nothing.
You got to where you are because of that hard work, though. Like
exactly.
They look at you like, oh my God, you have all this. You have to complain about, like, what do you have to boast about? I'm like, dude. You weren't there. Like, you weren't there in the beginning. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Like, oh, like, you're privileged, you're this, you're that, you get that. I'm like, dog, did you know where we came from? Like, no one asked that. Like, you see the present. You didn't see the past. None of you guys, not you guys in general, but like, you know, the people that you're talking about, like, you weren't there during the struggle, because no one helps you when you're struggling. Everyone wants a bite when you're succeeding. No one helps you when you're struggling.
Right. They'll get jealous and everything.
Yeah,
dude, and the fact that we grew up in places like these, dude, it should just shove down people's throat so much. The fact that dude, we like you said, dude, our parents came from like towns in their fucking countries, dude. Like my mom didn't have shit when she was old. Dude, when my dad came here, dude, his own fucking family didn't even like give him any money or anything, right, dude? Because dude, that's how family is, dude. Like
that is how family is.
Like family over there, dude. It ain't family, bro. Like, at least some of my cousins, dude, I have respect for. But a lot of my other family, dude, I don't know them, man. They obviously don't know me. The things that I've heard about them is bad. So, dude, for people to like look at us and just because we're like in the same area as them, because dude, we both grew around like the Nova area, dude. Especially where we went to school, man. It was a lot like, oh, because you go to this school, you must have this. But it was like, dude, I used to walk from like Rocky Run all the way to my house, dude. Because first the buses didn't go, so I'd have to go I have to walk like a mile and a half, dude, to fucking get like home and shit. And dude, it's just. I don't know, dude. No, the exposure thing is really important, man. And I feel like, dude, at least I have some sort of like curiosity for other people's like stories. But
that's what I wanted to bring up actually.
That's what they lack, dude.
Yeah, like, so like when we talk about like you know a quarter, like again we say white people like them or whatever, right? Like you wanna know why they think like this. Like we always assume why they think like it, but we never ask. Like we never got to know what mentality you have right here. Because, dude, there is a like again, like you know how they're like struggling like immigrant parents. There are struggling white people out there, especially in like coal towns. Yeah. Like you know how Trump pushed like that coal thing that he was talking about, like, oh, we're not gonna get rid of there are people's livelihoods depended on that simple like thing. And if that's gone, they lose everything. Like they lose their home, they lose their kids. They got families, you know what I mean? And like the only issue is though, like when they do put their faith into the Republican Party, I don't think, or not the Republican Party, just in their conservative views, they're not looking at it logically in the sense. They're looking at it like, oh, this guy believes in the same thing I do, so I'm gonna vote for him. They're not doing anything to help you succeed. You know what I mean? Right? They can vote. Yeah.
Even
it's both the Democrats and the Republicans. Dude.
Yeah, it's both parties.
Regardless of which party you go to, they're not going to help anyone, dude.
Right. Yeah, that's why you have to have that immigrant mentality, honestly. Because even like Abib, like you said, the coal towns and people who depended on that, even then, they are still way more privileged than people who don't have that opportunity to even go to the government and ask for help. At least you have if you're born in this country, you have like at least the chance of asking for help.
Right.
Because if you do that as someone who doesn't have papers, well, sorry, buddy, you either go back to wherever you're from, or they kick you out.
They are privileged. Yes, they are. They do have that privilege, obviously. But I was talking in the sense of like having a common ground with one another, right?
Right.
Me, you, Adrian, and like both of you guys, Carlos, like we're all from 4 different backgrounds. You're Peruvian, you're Bolivian, Adrian's like Moldovan, Russian, I'm Bengali. We're first generation. But what do we have in common? What's one thing we have in common? We grew up in an immigrant household knowing that struggle, right? I feel like if we equated that to somebody in that situation, not just about like race and stuff, because we're all 4 different races. Yet we all have the same story talking about the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy to you? Isn't that crazy to you? Like, it's just like when you have a common ground with someone, I feel like that's what opens up conversations. Because if you're just always arguing and fighting, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, it's not going to get anywhere. But then again, that also depends on the person. I would feel like we are somewhat educated. We are educated, but like when you compare to that to like someone in rural areas or like not even in the U.S., just like anywhere else in the world, they're not gonna have the same mentality as you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, Harold, remember the first episode we talked about being poor?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Remember, dude, so one of the things I said, dude, was, dude, to be poor, I feel like it's like a divided by three. It's, dude, it's like your health, right? If you have poor health, dude, then even if you have money or you have friends, dude, you can't do shit, right?
Right.
Even like, and then with like the social aspect, dude, like it is really important to have people in your life, dude. Dude, like sure, having family is important, but also like having like other perspectives, dude. Because if I listen to my family for everything, I would probably think a lot different than I think now.
Agreed. Yes.
But see, I mean, it's not a bad thing though. Like I like that I can think like my family, but I like that I also have new ideas that maybe
But you
they
also
don't
know a
Yeah.
lot more that they don't know. No. Don't say that
Yeah.
they may not know. There's a lot of stuff that you know they don't understand, and
Oh
vice versa.
yeah. Oh,
Right,
but
Yeah.
see, the thing is, it's
And in
like
different perspectives.
Yeah.
for
right.
Exactly.
them, for
Yeah.
at least for like my parents, dude, like they
Dude, it's
you
all
know
about survival for us, for them.
yeah, for them, dude, it's like
Mhm.
if something goes wrong, it's like fatal to them, right?
Right.
But see, dude, like at least I've kind of begun to realize that hey, like if something bad happens, like it's not the end of the world.
Right.
But see, the thing is, it's that I hate the fact that like I can do that because if my parents were in that position, dude, they wouldn't be able to do that. For them, it is like the end of the world, right? Like if they
Right.
screw up on one thing, it could be them okay, bye bye from here, right?
Yeah,
That's
those
like
are the
that's what
aspects. Yeah, but I'm
yeah.
talking about just in
Mhm.
social
Oh,
construct wise.
dude,
Like,
but
for
but
example,
see,
like yeah. Go
but
ahead. Go
see,
ahead.
dude,
Sorry.
with the poor people, right, in the rural
Right.
areas,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
like you know how we say like discussion's important, but it takes like two to tango, dude. Like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of people,
Agreed.
at least a lot of immigrant people, dude, I feel like we are a lot more tolerant than our other counterparts, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, cause the thing is, dude, there have been moments in our life where we've had to swallow, like, what we're gonna say because just of the positions we're in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, but the thing is, it's like I feel like because they are from here, they feel like as if they don't have to swallow what they have to say, right?
Right.
And because of that, they feel like they're superior, and they feel like they're like, hey, like I don't have to listen to this person. But dude, if we were to have a conversation, we'd both realize that hey, we had similar struggles growing up. So because of that, dude, we have like common ground where we could both probably be like, hey, it sucks that this is happening to us. Like, why is this happening to people like us, right? And then when you do that, dude, you start realizing that the government's not helping anyone, even the people that have fucking citizenship. As much as they go and ask for help, dude, like they have to wait months for an appointment. They have to do all that stuff. Like
Right.
it just sucks, dude. Like we're in such a bad state, man. Like I don't know. Hopefully things change, but I don't know how quick that can be, dude. Like that's crazy.
I
I
mean,
don't.
it's human nature. It's human nature to divide, conquer, and like
Yeah.
just like to be in your own circle. Like again, like I know it's not just like with us. With
Mhm.
brown people, like yeah, like are there Bengalis that hate Pakistanis, vice versa, like
Mhm.
Indians, like we're the same fucking skin color, and yet we
Oh,
have like like
yeah.
with Hispanics too, like Latinos,
No,
like
yeah, for sure.
you
Oh,
share the same
And yet
common ground,
Pakistan is
but
invading India, and
Dude,
vice versa.
the people who
yeah.
have done me dirtiest in my life, dude, have been like people of my own color,
The same
Mhm.
people,
which
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
which sucks. I mean, which is
Yeah.
why like I don't associate
Yeah.
I don't want to
Color.
associate like race with like
Right. I
that. But the
Exactly.
thing
never.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, dude, I feel like in America, you kind of have to, dude, because of
It,
just how like, dude, because I think because of how like diverse this country is, dude. I
mhm.
don't know why people are still like so racist, dude. Like, dude, at least where we live, dude. I guess it's super diverse, but I think the U.S.
It's
is starting to diversify. Um,
it's not even
dude,
just white people, dude. Like it's
yeah,
happening too, which is the bad part. It's about like, yes, I agree with you. Yeah, like the stuff we hear, it is majority of the time like a fucking Karen going off about something. You know what I mean? But it is amongst own groups too. Like, dog, we like any household, like brown household, ask like any old uncle or auntie, ask them about how they feel about black people. Like, you know, like how Hassan Minaj put it the best way. One of the best videos he's actually ever made during like the George Floyd riots and stuff like that, right? He said that, oh, you idolize black excellence, but when like, you know, when a black guy's in your house or when he's coming into your store, all of a sudden you feel threatened. You know what I mean? But you idolize black excellence. It's not just white people, dude. It's all across the board. Are white people the poignant like thing that brings this all together? Are they the stem? Yes, I agree with you on that. But we as people in our own communities have to change that too. And I'm talking about religion, race, gender, sex. There's so many people out there. Like I don't want to call out you guys, but I do know. I do like just like how Muslims hate, like, you know, there's a lot of Muslims that dislike Jews, right? Jewish people, right? Not all of them, but like there are some that do dislike Jewish people. There are also Hispanics that I know that don't like the Islamic culture or the religion. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people like that. I don't know if you know them, but I know a couple. I know a couple, but it goes vice versa. It goes all the way. And then there's people like, you know, Bengali people that just don't like, you know, that are just racist and they don't know, or ignorant, they don't know it. That changes in the household too, bro. Like that's one of the things we got to change.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's gonna take a
dude, but hold up, but you guys see the issue in this though, right?
Yeah,
it's like, dude, see I feel like the thing is that it's always us having to figure out the solution though, right?
Right.
So it's always like us, like, you know, immigrants having to be like, hey, like this is how it could be better, so do it this way.
Right.
But see, the thing is, dude, it's like as much as we want to change and as much as we change our community, dude, bro, if the people across from us don't change, man, then, you know, at that point it's like, what's the point? Because
I'd rather have less ignorance than like some guy that, like, you know, I'd rather myself, like, you know, I'm not gonna say I'm right. I'm proud to say, obviously, you shouldn't be a racist, right? And I want to ingrain that in my parents and uncles as well. I'd rather have them be the bigger person and man than some guy that refuses to change at all. Can he change? Yes, I agree with you. Why should we have to do all the changing? But like, if we don't, then it's just gonna be back and forth like this. I'd rather have them understand why they act like this rather than, no, I'm gonna start fighting back. You know what I mean? Unless they have to. Unless they have to. Like still not getting hostile. You know what I mean? That's not gonna solve anything. In my opinion, that's just not gonna solve anything.
Right. Someone has to stop the violence.
Right. And unfortunately, dude, like it's sad to say, but we're like, I like how you said, Carlos, before. Like I think that's one quote that you said that stuck with me. We're all we got. And when you say immigrants, we're all we got. Like, we are our own community, if you think about it, right? We rely on one another to, like, do these things.
Oh, yeah, no, and dude, and that's why, like, but see, hopefully, because at least us, dude, we're going to have kids that are born here. So, dude, I'm going to make sure my kids aren't fucking racist, dude. or dude, I'm going to make sure these motherfuckers ain't, like, shaming, like, the poor kid from fucking school or something, dude.
Oh, the moment, dude, if I see that, oh my god.
The moment the moment my kid says, oh, hey, I don't want to go to that poor kid's house, dude, my kid is sleeping in the fucking backyard, dude. I'll be like, yo, you know who was once that fucking poor kid, dude? Your own fucking, like, father, dude. So, like, you know, don't. Dude, but the thing is, it's like, yo, personally, man, like, when I was a kid, my parents checked me all the time, dude. If I was fucking up, if I was, like, saying something stupid, my parents would be like, hey, like, shut the fuck up. Like, don't say that, or else I'm gonna beat your ass, right? Obviously, like, violence should not be, like, the answer, and it really wasn't for a lot of the times.
Right.
Only when I really fucked up. And, I mean, dude, if I think about it, like, at least the way that, like, I was raised and the culture that I saw, like, that's the only way that, like, discipline actually meant something. Because my parents could like yell at me, but dude, in my head I was like, oh, it's not that bad if they yell at me. But my mom like slapped me in the back or something. I'm like, okay, I really like fucked up.
Right.
So I feel like we do a good job of like checking ourselves, right? Like even my parents do, like as they have some like ideologies in terms of like, you know, what they follow in religion. You know, they have certain views on things,
Right.
but
Like
they were
just like my
still
parents do. Just like
yeah.
my parents do.
But dude, they were still trying to be like progressive, right?
Right.
But at least from my experience in high school, dude, like a lot of these like kids, bro, like that grow up around this area, dude, they were never checked by their parents, dude. I don't know if it was their parents like not giving a fuck about what type of kids these fucking people raise, dude, or like what what's considered like appropriate or even
Right.
like
Like having a
what's something,
conversation.
yeah, having like a fucking like I guess like a filter for certain things, right?
It's
Like
it's funny you bring that up. It's like in middle school, like I know we were all kids and stuff like that, but like we were never on the end of attacking. We were always on the end of defending each other from an
yeah,
like it wasn't really like attacking. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like we would never initiate like the race attack. And like we were all middle school shitheads, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I was racist, like say
Yeah,
stupid
dude.
slurs all the time. Everyone did that. Is it wrong? Yeah, hell yeah.
We
Like
were
if you
kids.
think back on it, it's horrible the stuff we said. Like you know, white kids, black kids, Hispanic kids, brown kids, what we said to each other was horrible. But the thing is, the white kids were always on the attacking end. We were
dude,
just
and
the defending end,
yo,
attacking them.
and,
Yeah.
and they would always dude, the thing
Yeah.
is I'm not gonna be here and say that I never said like, you know, a
Right.
racial slur or anything, dude.
Right.
Dude, but I'm not gonna say it in fucking public, dude. I'm not gonna say it when I'm around people, dude. I feel like the only times that I would say it, dude, is if like I'm trying to make like some joke.
Yeah,
I
when we
know
were
I know like
kids,
that's
yeah.
I know that's not like humor, but at least I would know where it's appropriate to say things.
Right.
Because, dude, I feel like it's just being like a decent like human being, right? Like I'm not gonna be in like a store, you know, like the Dollar Tree. I'm not gonna
Right.
go in and be like, oh, look at all these fucking poor people in here, right? Like I would go in there, I'm like, I'm gonna get my stuff, but dude, like I see a lot of these like, you know, privileged kids. They go in here, oh my god, you're going to fucking Dollar Tree, you fucking poor ass. I'm like, what the hell? You guys don't have any fuck, dude. There's no one like tell you guys that, hey, you shouldn't say that word.
Yeah.
Like your parents not hear you say that shit, dude.
Just public decency, even in the service industry, man. Like I've worked in all of them, like retail, store, restaurant. Working in them makes you realize how crappy people are. And I feel like everyone should do a job like that. I feel like that's the best way to have common decency, right?
Decency,
Like,
dude. Yeah.
like when you understand, for example, I was gonna go on, I don't want to go quick. Like it was like a year or two ago in Target. I think I told you Carlos about this. This lady started complaining. It was a week before Christmas. Week before Christmas, there's 3 or 4 lines open in Target. You already know it was packed. People just buying stuff. You know what I mean? You really think that 17-year-old girl behind that register is gonna turn into the Flash and start putting things in her bag? What are you complaining for? Everyone else is waiting just like you are. Like, why are you so special? What do you have to do? Like, do you have to take a shit? Is that why you want to go rush?
Dude, it's because these people know that there's no repercussions for their actions, dude.
Right.
Oh, what the fuck is Joey gonna get? A slap on the wrist?
Yeah. Like, what is like the customer's always right? Yeah. In that context, yes. But is that true? Fuck no. Customers are shitheads, dude. And until you're in that position to know how they work and how fast or how like the service is going, then shut up and stand there, get your stuff and leave. Like that, I don't understand like this power superiority thing. Like what is this thing, dude? It just makes no sense to me. It's not just white people, dude. It's all races. Like Indian people do it all the time. Brown people do it too.
I know, but I would say, dude, at least from the experiences I've had, on the most case, dude, it's been you know the Karens, the Kyles,
for sure,
the Jeffries, dude.
Right.
Fucking hell, dude. Nah, I swear, dude. Like kids, man, they need to be like taught, like, hey, you don't say these things in fucking public, dude. Or you don't say it in general, at least.
Because they learn from their parents.
Yeah, dude. Because they obviously see what their parents are saying and doing. So, dude, and so like, what's it called? That's the reason why I get so pissed. Because, dude, like, all of this could literally change if like, you know, they didn't have parents who were fucking like shitheads, who were like, you know, racist bigots.
That's hard to change. I
Oh no,
agree.
I know
So
it
hard
is,
to
dude.
change.
It's
I
so
agree
hard
with
to
you
fucking
completely,
change.
though.
It
It's
sucks
so
though, dude.
hard to change.
But see, they're not gonna change unless they like feel some sort of like repercussion, dude. But I mean, we live in a society where people like that don't feel any repercussion for their
Yeah.
actions.
Like you said, like you're not sorry, you're just sorry.
You got caught. Yeah.
I'm just sorry you got caught. Yeah, pretty much the same thing.
Well, guys, it is 10:35. I don't know when you guys.
Yeah,
Wait, dude, we've been talking
We've been going for a while.
an hour and 15, I think, an hour and 20.
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh my
sure.
god! Oh, my
Yeah.
laptop's about to die. I mean,
Very good discussions.
Sorry,
Very
we
good,
didn't cover the PS5 for anyone who was
I mean,
dying to hear
yeah.
about that.
I mean, yeah.
That's for next
That,
podcast.
yeah, that's for next podcast for sure.
If we
man.
don't
Like,
get carried away.
if anyone has like a free PS5 out there, just you know, just ship it to us. We'll give you a PO box or some. I'll come over there and pick it up from your house. I don't care.
Yo, Sony sponsor.
Yeah, Sony, if you're listening, please. I've been a fan since PS1. I got everything. I just want that PS5, man. It's not fair. I see people. I see people online posting about getting 3, 4 at once.
I'm like, guys, I just want you to know that I'm watching a video of a guy who literally is just climbed the wall between U.S. and Mexico while people are working on it.
Oh, I've seen that.
Oh, I saw that on Twitter. Yeah.
As there are people working on it.
I know, dude. That man just booked it after he landed. He's like, fuck.
Such a waste of money, dude. Such a waste of money.
Still
Biggest
listening
waste.
this far, I do want to do a tier list and talk about some funny memes next podcast.
Hey,
Like
one
some
more
lighthearted stuff.
One more thing to add. Isn't it? Don't you guys think it's just insane when you hear these huge ass numbers like 9 billion, 20 billion? What are these numbers to us? Okay, because in reality, that is a fuck ton of money.
Money,
That
dude.
is a lot.
Like,
Yo,
and we cannot perceive how much money that
No.
really is.
You can't
Do you
spend in a
realize how
lifetime.
much a million is? People
Yeah.
think
Exactly,
million is a little
exactly.
bit. Million is not a little, dude. Some
And then
people
you
won't see a million in their lifetime. No.
Yeah, and then you hear like 100 billion on this and 100 billion on that. I'm like, what?
dude,
Where is
14 billion on an election, dude. That's a waste. Dude,
Where
14 billion couldn't fucking. Dude, 14 billion would fill up like 10 of my apartments, dude. If they put that in. Are you kidding me, dude?
Or
That
a
much
small
money.
loan.
That much
Small loan
money
of $1
was
million.
was fucking wasted on these two dirtbags, dude. You kidding me?
$1 million.
Ridiculous.
Half a million is a lot. Untaxed, half a million is a lot.
Yeah.
$1 billion is unfathomable. And you add like digits to it? God.
Mhm.
You can't. You literally can't spend $1 billion in your lifetime. You just can't.
It's not possible.
Nor
not- yeah.
nor will you have a physical amount. Will you have a physical like $1 billion amount? You know what I mean? Like it won't
Yeah.
be tangible to you.
I
Yeah.
mean, you could buy in like just an abundance of islands, but what the fuck are you
Dude,
gonna
I'm no
Yeah.
Epstein here, dude.
Yeah, dude, like,
What you buy is the world's best retirement plan, which is brainwashing the whole society so that you can just become richer. That's that's what you do.
Dude,
It makes
might have
no
to become the
fucking
next
sense.
fucking Trump, dude.
you know what's brainwashing society? Like, what do you call it? Buying shit on Amazon that you don't need. That's brainwashing society.
Oh my
When
god.
I see those deals, man, I'm like, yo,
Dude,
I have 8 pairs of headphones, but I could buy this one for $20.
Dude, yeah, like, I'm saving $40.
Exactly, bro. Dude, Prime Day
Buying
was
shit.
such a scam.
You
Prime Day
know
from
it.
Amazon. Oh my god.
It's a scam because they purposely mark up an item and
The
then
3 months
lower
ahead.
it down to its
Yeah.
original cost.
Yes,
Exactly. Oh my
retail has
Yeah.
been doing that.
I
We do
know.
that in PacSun all the time, dude.
Oh
Bro,
my
I used to do the jeans like 3 weeks before Christmas, dude. You would buy each pair for like $70. But dude, like the weeks before Christmas, buy one get one free. So I'm like, damn, dude. Like, so this shit was worth like $70 like a couple of days ago, but now it's fucking free. Damn, dude.
Yeah,
What the
because
Yeah,
hell?
dude.
cost of market is ridiculous, bro. They look. You know the crazy thing is about clothing. Like, all right, this is one last rant. I have family, like all you guys know. I have family that work in the textile and like with H&M, the biggest like Zara stuff like that overseas, right? I know a family and I have family industries in the U.S. Even if they make that shirt $2, they're not taking a loss. Did you know that?
Of course.
Yeah, no, they're not.
Even if they make it $2, they're not making a loss.
You're just
No,
gonna
they're not.
outsell it.
H&M shirt.
Dude, because they make it for what, like 40 cents, 45 cents?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, that and they buy it like how we buy our Costco stuff. They buy it
Wholesale.
cheaper.
Yeah, wholesale. Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
they'll lie to you. People they'll be like, "Oh no, we actually spent this much money." Blah blah. That's
It's
all
the
bullshit.
best quality. It's
I
the best
swear.
quality ever. I'm like, no.
So-
Yeah,
it's not.
best quality
That's-
is the best quality isn't from a little Chinese boy
No,
making it, bro.
it's-
Honestly,
Organic llama fur station back in the
yeah, dude, that's some BS they put on.
Remember when I was like going on like a huge rant when I came back from Bangladesh about clothing, like how like it was just because I saw it in front of my eyes. Those fucking pants from Gap, they were made in front of me. They were like, it's like cheap ass
I wear
labor.
those pants.
Oh my,
Hey, I bought those pants for $10. Why are they selling them for $2?
oh my god, dude, it's so funny. Oh my god, and people here, at least in the States, will pay premium for it. I mean,
Hey, does it make
Hey,
you feel better that even there in India, they're still paying overcharge? Because in actuality, they make it for like
Well-
less than $1, but they pay more than $1 for it.
So
Yeah.
the fucked up part
Double
is
the price.
so when I say all of this, what the fucked up part is, the stuff we get, it's called export control, right? So the stuff that goes into that market over, those are kind of like, oh, this didn't make it, this didn't cut. You know what I mean?
mhm.
You know what I'm talking about? Basically, all that country is just a gigantic. That's what I'm saying. There's just the stuff that didn't make the cut, and all the good stuff come here. That's why it's so cheap in the bazaars and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, but what didn't make the cut? It's missing a button.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's why I said Marshalls. Like,
Yeah.
when like Max, like it's just the entire country is just a gigantic Marshall. They'll never have export items in Bangladesh. It's not possible because all the stuff they make for export, the best stuff, goes overseas. That's just how it is.
Dude, how would a courier system work in India, dude? It's so.
What do you mean? Not what am I saying? Trains, ships. Those gigantic ships that come to ports.
Yeah, but I understand. But then, like, how do you efficiently and successfully distribute like packages to people?
Oh, dude,
Oh,
it's all
delivery?
packed. Dude, everything is like scheduled like 3 months ahead of time, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. And
So,
you know how we have one mail delivery guy for like an entire area, like
Yeah.
say like our Springfield area or Sully district, like we're the Sully district for mail, right? They got one delivery guy for an entire neighborhood, for a street. Imagine having a delivery driver, your own delivery driver for your neighborhood.
No, that's what I'm saying is that like you probably have to have that, or else it just won't
Yeah,
work.
it would be chaos.
People. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd
so
be
many
chaos.
people.
2-day shipping my ass. You're about to get those headsets in like 5 months.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Dude,
You're
you're
you
gonna
don't
be
have
lucky
options
if you
for
get
next
them.
year. Delivery options are next year or 2 years.
As if you're lucky too.
Yeah. Amazon Prime Day? Oh yeah, that's like 5 years.
You're buying baby clothes online. Oh yeah, let's come in 2 or 3 years.
The baby's already born.
Yeah,
Just already
already gonna-
gigantic.
yeah, already got in college.
It's the first thing you do when you find out you're pregnant. You start ordering your clothes already.
Oh god. No, you
Like,
buy
damn
it
it.
as you start trying for the baby.
Like the 12-month cushion period.
Look, I'm about to have a kid in 9 months, so let me just start ordering like 2 years, like right before them.
See, you're already too late, baby.
Gets to my house a month late.
Oh, this shit's so funny.
Yo, guys, we should probably end this.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we've been.
We keep ranting.
It's
This
a,
is funny though. It's funny.
It was a great discussion for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely enjoyed this one.
All right, guys. It was nice. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having
Of course,
me.
yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
Of
You
course,
and
guys.
Thank you guys.
Adrian, special guest. But for everyone out there, just to sum up a little bit. Don't be a racist. Expose yourself to different cultures out there.
Eating their food.
Eating their
Oh,
food.
yes, please try new food.
Oh my god, yeah. If you don't know what real taco is, not the Walmart brand, the taco shell,
And not the
and
Chipotle
like
one.
the Taco Bell seasoning, yeah, not Chipotle either. You have to try the authentic Mexican on the grill outside of like adobo built fireplace.
What Haro's trying to
It's
say is come by anytime.
only $5 a taco, but yeah, I still gotta make money, But other than that, just out there, educate yourself. There's literally no reason anymore to not know other people's culture anymore.
No more reason
we-
to be a
Remember
racist.
to live mod.
We literally have the whole world in a single like 5.6-inch screen of a phone or a whole laptop. You can literally Google everything and see why they do that. People out there are willing to talk to you about it, even teach you a whole new languages. There are other apps out there that can help you, can get connected with other people, and even if after all that you're still racist, well then I don't know, man. At that point, you can just
You're too far gone.
yeah, you're just too far gone at that point, man. But as long as you pay me, I don't care. I'll take your money happily.
If you pay me for the taco.
Yeah, as long I'll sell to anyone. I don't care. I don't at that point. I don't care if you're racist, Trump, whatever. You pay me $5, I got you, fam. But
on that note,
it's gonna get that special sauce.
On that note,
let me go get some Taco Bell.
Thank you.
You better go before the lockdown.
Wait, no. I mean, businesses aren't closing at 10 though, right? They're just stopping this.
Yeah, they're stopping indoor dining.
Yeah, no. But I'm saying they're just stopping.
Let's cut it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
sorry.
yeah, no worries. But everyone, just take care out there, and we'll hopefully be back by next week. We'll try to keep a consistent schedule, but sometimes we just just don't feel like it.
I feel like we can definitely do it. I got my streaming schedule on now for the weekends in the morning. I definitely weekends at night. I feel if we keep doing it, we can it'll build repertoire. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's just a habit.
Yeah. Hey, Abib, do you want to plug in your Twitch?
It's not my Twitch, but if you guys are listening, I have a friend named Alex Eaton Pie. You want to go at Eaton Pie _. Go check him out. He's amazing. He's a great player. Sometimes he'll have me on.
I recommend spelling it out.
EATENPIE _ Eaton Pie _ So go check him out.
Let's get him to 1 million subscribers, people. Come on.
Hopefully,
and just make sure to drop a like and a sub. And
and I'll put my Venmo account on the description below my YouTube channel. If you wanna, OnlyFans, only cans.
Guys, come on.
It does not matter, my dude. Like I said, man, have an immigrant mindset, but an American dream.
I go both ways, guys. Both ways.
Yeah. But anyone else have final words before we hop off for the night?
Live Moss.
Live Moss. Think outside the box.
Yeah, definitely think outside the box. But y'all take care, and we'll see you next week for next week's episode. Take care. Bye.